What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of September 13th through September 19th. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who showed me love and support in last week's video. Again, I apologize for taking such a long break during the quarantine, but I really felt very happy that a lot of you came back and you weren't mad. Sorry. So thank you for that, and I really do appreciate all of you for sticking with me. I don't know about last week, but for me, the reading hit home. I felt a lot of obstacles, more than usual, and because of the reading, I was able to make incremental progress despite the obstacles. Like, for instance, one day I woke up, you probably saw pictures on the internet, but the whole world was orange as a result of the fires on the west coast, and everything was orange. I couldn't go outside. The smog and the smoke was just overwhelming, so I had to find ways to make incremental advancements without being able to go outside, and that's exactly what the reading was talking about. So I felt like last week was on point. I hope to continue that trend. Oh look, I got a Inner Mongolian laser quartz here. I just wanted to show these because I posted these on Instagram and people love them. I was like, oh, these crystals have such an amazing energy, which they do because they're so grounding. They're quartz, so they have a high vibe, but they're covered in a crystallized form of hematite called specularite, and so they have an incredibly grounding energy because, you know, specularite is even more grounding than hematite in its regular form. So these crystals have an amazing energy, but everyone was more concerned about the singing. They sing, so everyone liked the singing aspect of them, but I like the energy aspect, so I just wanted to show this to you. I've got plenty if you are interested in one in my shop, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the reading. Oh, this is for Lily. I got some bowls for you, Lily. Here you go. That was loud. Anyway, since it felt like the post-apocalypse earlier this week, I thought we'd use the Omega Land Tarot for today. We're going to take a look at this upcoming week and how we can make this week the best week possible. So the first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents the overall energy of this upcoming week. Keep in mind, this is a post-apocalyptic themed deck, and wands are guns. Okay, so give me a moment with this card. Alright, the overall energy for this week that I get is that this is going to be a week of action, of activity. Now, this is a general reading, so this is going to apply to everyone in different ways, but the feeling I'm getting from this card is that there's going to be a lot of things happening in your life, in all of our lives. And, you know, this could symbolize world events, but I think generally when I do these three card weekly readings, this is more like smaller things, right? These are the things that, you know, that happen on a random Tuesday afternoon. And the feeling I'm getting from this is that a lot of us are going to be very busy. There's going to be a lot of action. And I think this card is asking us to be prepared for a lot of activity this week. This is not, for the most part, for the most people, it's not going to be a down kind of week. It's going to be a week where you have a lot of work to do, or you have a lot of people to see, or you have a lot of challenges come up. Basically, it's going to take a lot of energy. I think this week is going to take a lot of energy, but the feeling I'm getting is like getting ready for big things. So not necessarily big things coming this week, but really gearing up towards it and really putting energy towards big things coming. I know that's vague, and I do that intentionally. I want to keep this vague so that you can figure out how this applies to you. And this is not the most important card in the reading. I think these two are. So let's move on over to this card, which represents what to hold on to this week, what to focus on, what to keep in mind. We've got the Nine of Swords. Give me a moment with this card. Alright, this card is telling me that we should keep on our toes. It's not the traditional reading of the Nine of Swords. I read tarot more intuitively. So what I did is I actually woke the guy up and asked him what he had to say. He seems to be sleeping, but what he had to say is that it's going to be important to plan, prepare, and really analyze what's going down this week. Right, I get the feeling that, you know, the Eight of Wands is going to be a lot of hectic, kinetic energy, and in that kind of energy, Mars is retrograde, but I don't know if that has much to do with it. But in that energy, we can lose our logic minds. We can forget to think, and we start to react emotionally or even intuitively, which is not a bad thing. But the feeling that I'm getting from this card is that amidst the chaos this week, amidst all the hustle and bustle, be sure that you're using your ego mind to prepare for things, to figure things out, to think logically. I think this card is saying think logically. Now, of course, traditionally this is a kind of a negative card because you overthink things, right? But the feeling I'm getting from this week is going to be hard to overthink things with so much wand energy going around, with so much movement and activity, that it's going to be hard to actually overthink things. I think it's going to be better to take some time out and be sure that you're thinking things through this week, right? Don't just react on emotion. Don't just react out of habit. React after thinking about how you should react. Is kind of the feeling I'm getting from that card. If that makes any sense to you, I don't know. It makes sense to me, but who knows about you. Anyway, this card represents what to let go of this upcoming week. What to not focus on, basically. We've got another 9. We got an 8 sandwich with 2 9s. Interesting. This one's the 9 of Cups. Give me a moment with this card. All right, very clear message here. More of a traditional 9 of Cups reading, but this week is not going to be a good week for you to laze around and feel deeply into your emotions. I think that's going to bog us down. That's going to slow us down. The 8 of Wands is saying there's a lot of kinetic energy going on this week, a lot of things happening, and if you're going to get caught up in the emotions, if you're going to get caught up in what's the word I'm looking for, right, when you take things for granted. My brain. No, she has toilet paper during the post-apocalypse. She must have killed someone for that. What am I trying to say here? Let me slow down. You know what I need? Here, hold on. Okay, she's saying don't let this opportunity pass you by. Yes, you know, we're sort of in a quarantine. Some of us are, some of us don't really care. But it could be very easy to just take it easy this week, sit back, stay in the house, right? You got plenty of food and you don't need to go out there. This card is saying, no, this week there's going to be opportunity for change, for movement. And if you're going to seize that opportunity for change and movement, you have to get in there. And that means kind of letting the emotions subside this week, right? Not subside, but not really dwelling on them, right? We've had plenty of time to dwell on emotions these past months. This week is about getting out there and doing, but being sure that you're thinking about what you're doing before you do it. I think that's the best way to say it. I'm sorry if... I don't know. I get these messages and they come in the form of like feelings, not in sentences. And sometimes it's hard to translate them to sentences. But anyway, I tried. So that's kind of the reading for this week. But I want to pull a oracle card. Let's do that. I have no idea what this oracle deck is called. Insane World Earth Gaia Oracle? I don't know. I forget. Earth Power maybe? If you really want to know the name of this oracle deck, put it in the comment section. I'll figure it out. I have so many, and they're all like Gaia Oracle or Earth Magic or Magic Earth. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna ask what message it has for us this upcoming week. Just what overall message, kind of close off this reading. And we've got to zoom out. Soul Journey. Interesting. Give me a moment with this one. Oh my goodness, what a message. The message here is you're on a path. That path doesn't change. You're headed for somewhere, probably somewhere that you've chosen before you incarnated on this earthly plane. You're headed for somewhere, and it's kind of hard to get off the path. I mean, look at this path. You just there's nowhere to go besides the path. So I think the message here is that you can't really mess things up. You can't, there's no way for you to waver off the path. Any path that you're currently on is the path you're supposed to be on. So don't stress about things. Don't take things too seriously. You're gonna get where you chose to end up no matter what happens. So this is kind of opening up debate. Do we have free will, or is everything planned out? I think how you walk on this path is your choice, but I think you're going to be on that path. So if you're ever feeling like, oh, I'm not in the right place, I'm not doing the right thing, especially this week, if you're feeling that way, just clip that. No, you don't need that, because you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. You are headed to where you wanted to go before you incarnated here, and you're going to get there no matter what. It's just a matter of how. Are you going to do a style? Are you going to do it with grace? Are you going to freak out? Are you going to, are you going to cry the whole way? It's up to you how you get there, but you will get there. And I think that's something to think about this week, right? Whatever plans or whatever goals you set for this week, you will get there if that's your intention. It's just how are you going to do it, right? All right, so that's the reading for this week. Again, I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you for being patient with me, and just thank you for being you. I love your comments. I'm going to be more active in the comment section. I got to get back in the swing of YouTube. Okay, so thank you for your comments, your likes, and subscribe and shares and all those things, all the YouTube things. So have a great week. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.